What's up, rebels? Hey, I just got off the phone with somebody. Great conversation. Uh, they mentioned they'd been following following me and following the rebels for quite some time, and they want to express their appreciation and their confirmation that that what we say in this group and what we're trying to do here is right, is just. So part of me was like, yeah, that feels good. It's an affirmation. It's a confirmation, and it's not the first confirmation I've received that the Restoration Rebels have made an impact and made real change that will last into the future of the restoration industry. We have done that, and it feels good to hear that. On the other hand, what the fuck? I don't care if you were with a franchise and you couldn't say anything. Well, then that means you were living a lie. If you can't speak your truth, if you can't speak your mind under fear of repercussions, it's a weird word, whatever, reprisals, um, that sucks. And that doesn't mean that it's okay to keep your mouth shut. I'm a man of of morals. Not very high standards, but I do have morals. And I if I veer off from what my moral compass says is true north, I don't function well. I don't. I get weird. I get emotional. I get in a bad headspace. Bad things happen when I veer away from my moral true north. And what occurred to me after I hung up the phone is there are thousands of people in the restoration industry who have to toe the company line and cannot speak their truth, cannot advocate for their own clients because the man says they can't. The man doesn't like threats to their status as the man. So I'm not sure what I wanted to say coming on live, but I wanted to speak to you guys in this group because this is where everything started. This is where everything started. And good things have happened because we, at least, were willing to stand up and not only advocate for ourselves, not only advocate for our clients, but advocate for the industry. The industry that we grew up in and that we love. And so I just want to give props to you for being here and being being a vocal part of changing this industry. Because if you don't speak up, then you're no better than those program drones, those adjusters who just parrot whatever they're told without question, without looking back and saying, is this the right thing to do? I don't care. The company told me to do it. The company said we don't pay for that, so we don't pay for that. That's not what we're about here. We're about pushing for what's right. We're about pushing for the client. And we're about advocating for ourselves to make a living, to make a decent living. Because as I did a little webinar earlier today, and I said we have some serious risk that we bear as restorers on the daily that the vast majority of other industries don't have. And the one is a serious risk of not getting paid. Seriously. That's our number one risk. A jester has a bad day. A jester doesn't know what the F they're talking about. They pay 50 cents on a dollar and say, fuck you, sue me. And we either have to file suit or we take our 50 cents. And we have a high risk of being sued. That's just the nature of the beast. You know, we're coming into situations where people didn't plan to have a disaster, and they had one, and now they're trying to figure out how to navigate this disaster landscape that they found themselves in, and they have no idea who to trust. And everyone they talk to is pointing the finger saying, don't trust that guy, trust us. Don't trust that guy, trust us. Well, when everyone says that, who the hell do you trust? My hope and my dream is that the general public of the world, or at least the country, before they have a loss, will have heard of the Restoration Rebels, will have heard of us and the APA or the UP, United Policyholders, or that our message will go long and hard and resonate in the minds of the general public. So when they do have a loss, they're going to say, can't trust that adjuster. I know what that adjuster wants. That adjuster wants to pay as little as possible and close a claim as quickly as possible. I know that this is a game of capitalist versus capitalist. I'm not going to mention the S word again in this group, evidently. That's a bad word. Who knew? But we are fighting the carrier for the same dollar. Make no mistake, it's a battle. But we can win it because we got righteousness on our side. And I'm not standing on a Bible right now, but I'm talking about we are in the moral right. We have the moral high ground as long as we do what's right and what our heart tells us is right, and do the right thing every time, no matter who is looking. If no one's looking, we still do it. If we maintain the moral high ground, we can't lose. Sometimes it's a longer battle. Sometimes we've got to play it all the way to the courthouse steps, but we will not lose. You compromise yourself or your morals or your standards any point along that way, you will lose. Because that's how the game is geared, man. We didn't invent it. We're just playing it, and we're trying to change it from the inside. So, hope you're all doing well. I hope to see some of you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific, for the Restoration Rebel Roundtable, and we're going to see who else we can piss off. We're going to see who else can write nasty letters and saying, disconnect from those rebel guys. They're dangerous. They're bad for the industry. Fuckers. We'll see you.